Today's word will be given to you by one of the greatest storytellers I have ever met, my friend and Maxwell Leadership thought leader, Don Yeager. As an award-winning keynote speaker, an 11-time New York Times best-selling author, and host of our Corporate Competitor podcast, Don has worked closely with legendary leaders in sports and business like John Wooden, Michael Jordan, and CEOs from Delta Airlines, Bank of America, and the Mayo Clinic. So I'm very excited that he is joining us on Minute with Maxwell today. Take it away, Don.
Thanks, John. Today's word is valor. When I think of the word valor, I think of an opportunity I had a few years ago to work with a young Marine named Kyle Carpenter. Kyle is the youngest recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. He received that accolade after time spent as a soldier in Afghanistan, where one morning Kyle and his best friend were actually on a rooftop serving as sentries for the rest of their team, which was resting behind the building. Suddenly, the Taliban shot a grenade that landed on the roof right between Kyle and his best friend. And Kyle, without hesitation, dove on the grenade to protect his friend. The grenade exploded. Kyle was declared dead 5 times over the next 24 hours and spent most of the next 3 years at Walter Reed Medical Center healing from the injuries of that moment. You know, Kyle came with me to an event that John Maxwell hosted at the Pro Football Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. And at that event, John actually asked Kyle and I to stand on the stage with him. And he actually said to Kyle, you know, I can't think of many people I would dive on a grenade for. Kyle took a moment and he looked at John and he said, my first piece of advice to you is, if you get a chance to dive on a grenade, don't. But my second piece of advice would be, don't imagine what you're capable of, because you have no idea what you might be capable of. You have no idea what lies within you when a moment is so important. Valor, as Kyle pointed out, was that strength that allowed him to reach deep and do something that most wouldn't even imagine having the capacity to do. So as we think of this word valor, who is worthy of your valor today?